Revenge of the Sith, we witness the Jedi Chosen One Anakin Skywalker raid the Jedi Temple and kill all those within it, which included the Jedi Younglings hiding away in the Council Room. This was meant to be a great warning to the Jedi still left in the galaxy, and was meant to display the true power of Darth Vader and his rise as a Sith Lord. As Vader stormed the Jedi Temple, he was ordered to keep none alive, as it was his duty to send a long-lasting and profound message to the Jedi Order. Vader's master, Sidious, even directly told Vader that he was to slay the younglings within the temple, as this would send the greatest message of all. During Order 66, the clones were commanded to kill any Jedi on sight, as to fully eliminate them from the galaxy. As has been explained before, the initial stage of Order 66 was 99% successful, as the Jedi died by the clone troopers they had fought and bled beside over the war. However, not all Jedi were deemed kill on sight by clone troopers as of Order 66, as the clone troopers were given very specific orders concerning Jedi Padawans that were extremely young. This is what was said if a Jedi Padawan was found by the clone troopers. With the order largely destroyed, the newly recognized stormtrooper corps of the Galactic Empire were given standing orders to capture any Padawans located during the Great Jedi Purge and turn them over to the Inquisitors for torture and questioning. In addition to this is what Ahsoka said concerning the Inquisitors that rounded up children for Palpatine after Order 66. So he was reduced to this, sitting on a backwater planet, watching an unruly mob of children until one of them exhibited force sensitivity that she may or may not actually possess. More than once, he wished he could just arrange an accident for all of them and solve the problem that way. The Fardy family was important on Thesbecca, but virtually unknown everywhere else in the galaxy. There would be no complaints if an entire generation of them met with an untimely end. Sadly, that was against his current directive. He didn't kill children, he only acquired them for his masters. As was said earlier, this passage comes from the Ahsoka novel and is from the point of view of an Inquisitor who was sent to look after a group of children. As far as what occurred once they had been handed over to the Inquisitors varied, as in some instances, the Jedi Younglings were outright killed if they were either too powerful or refused to submit to the dark side of the Force. The reason the Youngling would be killed would be to eliminate the threat of a powerful Force user rising up to challenge Darth Sidious, as Sidious never wanted an apprentice or even a servant with the potential to rival his power. If the Jedi Padawan was not deemed too powerful, however, and did submit to the dark side, this is what would occur. During the span of the Galactic Empire, Palpatine established a number of organizations composed of dark Jedi. These included the Inquisitors, the Emperor's Hands, and his personal dark side elite. Many Padawans were captured by Vader after the execution of Order 66. The younglings that Vader did not kill, which were very few, were trained in the ways of the dark side by several dark side adepts, including Vader himself. With extremely young Jedi is where it grows truly disturbing, as Sidious used them to build up a future army of dark side warriors through very sinister means. Afterward, Darth Sidious observed the two captured children on Mustafar via hologram with great enthusiasm. Believing that the Jedi would simply waste the infant's talents, Sidious took it upon himself to mold them into agents of the dark side, a vanguard of the Dark Lord's force-sensitive spies and assassins. In his vision of the future, Sidious foresaw an army of Darksiders who would act as his eyes and ears throughout the galaxy, utilizing the dark side to enforce his will. Hence, he commanded ROZ-67 and another nanny droid to surgically operate on the children in order to make them better suited for his purposes. The droid informed him that such young subjects rarely survived the procedure. Sidious cared nothing for the lives of the infants, however, and merely saw the matter as a ritual run to see how successful the procedure would be at an early stage. Even if they died, Sidious knew that he could simply start over by kidnapping more Force-sensitive children that he could experiment on until the procedure was perfected. Overall, he stood with nothing to lose and everything to gain. These were Palpatine's plans before Order 66, and as you can tell, he always desired an army of Darksiders loyal only to himself, and in many ways, the Jedi had done his work for him by rounding them up in the years prior. But leave your thoughts on this and what Lord Vader and Darth Sidious did with Jedi younglings and young Force sensitives after the events of Revenge of the Sith and Order 66.